In this video, you are going to learn how to set up a Meta Business Portfolio, or some may know it as a Meta Business Manager. These are all the exact same thing. Facebook has just changed the name a couple of times, and so the latest one is the Meta Business Portfolio. We're going to talk about how to set this up in this video today. We're going to be walking through a lot of different things, but this is mainly what we're going to be covering. First, we're going to talk about how to create a Meta Business Portfolio. Then we're going to talk about how to create a Facebook ad account and link that to your Meta Business Portfolio, or to link an existing ad account. And then same thing with your Facebook page. And then finally, we're going to walk through some of the important settings that you need to know when you create your Facebook Meta profile. Even then, I'm saying a bunch of different words there. Your Meta Business Portfolio to make sure that it's all up to date and that you don't risk your account getting banned or anything like that. But before we jump into that, I do just want to give you a visual on why you should set up a Meta Business Portfolio. And the main reason is that it just houses all of your assets. So you can see here, I like to look at it like an umbrella that houses all of my business assets inside of Facebook, namely being the Facebook ad account. And for those who don't know, inside of a Facebook ad account, you can also run ads on Instagram. That's a question I get a lot. And then also it houses your Facebook and Instagram accounts so that you can post and see messages and things like that, which is another big thing. So if you're getting DMs in Facebook or Instagram, you can see them all in your Meta Business profile. You can manage users. So if people come to your company or leave your company, you can remove them and add them as you need to. And then you have your pixels and catalogs and all sorts of other benefits. But I'd say these are probably the biggest 6 reasons why you want to set up a Meta Business Portfolio. So let's go into step number 1, and that is to actually create your Meta Business Portfolio. In order to do that, what you're going to want to do is come over here to business.facebook.com. I'll leave a link to this down below in the description. And honestly, before you even do this, in order to set up a business portfolio, you do have to have a personal Facebook account. The reason why you need that is because Facebook wants to know that you are a real person. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of business owners will go and create a new Facebook profile and thinking that it should be under their business, but that's not the case. You want to set up use your personal Facebook account to set up your business suite so that Facebook knows that you're a real human. So make sure you have a Facebook profile all set up, and then from here you can log into Facebook with the Business Manager. Now, once you log into that, you're going to be taken to a view that looks something like this. Now, there are a lot of things blurred out here because I have access to a lot of different ad accounts, and yours may look slightly different because this is the first time you're setting up an account, but there should be a view once you sign up that says Create Business Profile or something along those lines. If you have a view like mine where you already have business profiles over here in this little drop down, you can click this little drop down, and right underneath here there will be a little button. Let me move myself out of the way. A little button here that says Create Business Profile, and that's how you can create a new one as well. So we're gonna hit Create Business Profile. It's going to ask for the profile name, first name, email, and then the last name, and then email here. So I'm gonna go through and fill that out real quick. Okay, and then here you wanna make sure that you put in your business portfolio name, and then a first name, last name here, and then of course a business email, and then hit create. Now, once you click that, it will take you to a view that looks something like this. And right now I'm in the business info section. You can see here, we're gonna wanna go through and add some business info. If for whatever reason you wanted to delete your business, this is how you could do it up here by clicking the permanently delete business. But you can see it has the business name here, and right now it just has this little B right there. You'll want to go through and make sure that you add a logo here. So we're gonna go through and add a logo on this. And next you wanna go through and make sure you add all the business details here. Now, I would recommend that you have an LLC set up before you set this all up. If you don't already have an LLC, I would recommend checking out the link down below in the description. There's an easy way for you to quickly set up an LLC. You can get away without having the LLC, but it's just gonna make it a lot more clean if you have one built out. So you can come in here and you can add your business details, and it's going to ask for your legal name of your business, your country, your street address, city, state, province, and then all that information, and then your tax ID. Like I said, you could use your personal information here if you wanted to, and you could use your personal tax ID, but I would recommend setting up an LLC so you have an EIN. It's just gonna make it a lot easier of a process for you. Okay, and as we scroll down here, you can see there is this business verification status, and you can click here to get verified, and it'll show you the steps. It's going to take us here to the Security Center, where we'll also have the option to add the 2-factor authentication and then access recommendation. So you can get there either by clicking this, and it will take you to this view right here, or you can see it's going to drop us down into the same little tab here for the security and the Security Center. So if you scroll down, you can get to the same spot. Now here, this is where it's going to ask for the 2-factor authentication. I highly recommend setting this up to make sure that you don't get locked out of your account, and to make sure nobody who isn't supposed to be in your account gets into your account. So you can see admins only or everyone. Most of the time I recommend doing everyone, and then you can view people's access here. This just lets you see who currently has access to your account. But when you come back over here, next time you log in, it will prompt that person to set up 2-factor authentication, whether it's through a text or through an app. Another thing is it does recommend adding another admin. This is important in case your account gets hacked or something happens to your account for whatever reason you can't get in. That way you have somebody else you can go to. I would recommend this being someone that is close to you, probably like a family member or a business partner, possibly that you could add to the account. So you go in here and you can add their email address, and then it will give them access to the account. It will send them an email saying, hey, log in with your Facebook ad account to get access to this account. And then if your business needs to be verified, you'll see here there's a little verification badge or a little thing that says complete verification. It will ask you a few questions to verify your business. In this case, because I have a business portfolio that is a little bit more aged, it's not asking me for this specific example. But if it is asking for verification, I definitely recommend going through and following the steps that it has in this little box right here. So now let's go back over to this tab for people. And this is where if you needed to add or remove anybody from your account, you could add them or remove them. So you can see you can invite people and then put in the email address. If you need to remove somebody, you can click on these three little dots right here and remove from the business portfolio. Right now, I'm the only one in here, so I wouldn't want to do that. But that's how you can add or remove people. The next thing that you're gonna wanna do is make sure that you link up your Facebook page to your business profile. And in order to do that, we're gonna come over here to pages, and you can see right now it says there are no pages created. Now, if you already have a page created, you can link it by simply clicking the add here and then add existing Facebook page. Or if you needed to create a new Facebook page and you don't already have one, you can click create Facebook page and it will ask a few questions and it will put you into the spot to go and create that Facebook page. For this example, I actually already have a Facebook page. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add an existing Facebook page and then it's going to ask for the page URL. So we're gonna go and grab that real quick. And if you aren't sure how to find this page, all you need to do is go to your Facebook profile and then come over here to this little drop down. You can come to pages and look at the pages that you have. Once you get to the page, all you're doing is grabbing this exact URL right here and then pasting it in. You can see it'll find the URL and then you can hit next here on that. You can review the people who have access to it. So here it'll have a drop down of everybody there and then you can hit agree here and then add page. Now, the reason why it's also pulling in my Instagram account is because I already have them linked together. If yours isn't already linked, in order to add your Instagram account, you can come out down here to the Instagram accounts and then do the same thing where you go right here and then add Instagram account. You can see it has to be a professional account and then you can log in and then it will allow you to link to that Instagram account. Now, the next important thing to do is to add a business or an ad account here. So you can come over here to the ad account and then same thing. We're going to do basically the same thing. If you already have an existing ad account, you can press access to that account. Or if you want to create a new ad account, this is how you could do this for this specific business. So we're going to hit create ad account. You can give this a name. Make sure that you have the name here, the time zone correct, and then the currency, and then hit next. And then you can hit confirm here. Once you've added it, you can't remove this account from the business portfolio. So that's something important to note here. You can hit agree and then create account. Now, this is a dummy account, so I'm not going to actually create this one. I don't want to actually link this account here, but once you hit that, then it will be in your business portfolio. Now, you can see there are other things that you can add to your account, such as your WhatsApp account or your Threads account. It's basically the same steps that we went through here. The next thing that you will want to set up here is your data sets and pixels. This you can go through and add a pixel. This is a little snippet of code that you will add to your website. I'm not going to go through how to actually set up the pixel in this video or how to add it to your website because there are lots of different website builders out there. I do have tutorials though, linked down below in the description in case you are wondering how to get your pixel all set up. But you can go through and you can give this a name, say like Pixel 1 here or Pixel Business. This is only if you are in one of these categories. You just have to opt into one to let them know that you're in like politics or religion or anything like that, politics or religion. But then from here you can hit create and it will give you the code for the pixel that you can add to your website or email to your developer. So you can see here, it will have you go to Events Manager where you can then grab your code. Right here is where you can click on this. And then from this point, you can set up the MetaPixel and then it will ask you to install it code manually or email the instructions to your developer. Like I said, that is for another video. We're gonna go back over here to the Meta Business Suite and then we can exit out of this now. Now, a couple of other places that are important to know how to get to or important places to look inside of your Meta Business Suite is to come over here to the settings. And if you click on this little arrow, these 3 little arrows right here, you can see there are lots of different things, other things that you can do inside of here. One of the most important ones or one of the most useful ones I find is this inbox right here. The inbox is where you're gonna be able to see messages, comments on your both Facebook account and Instagram account. You can see right now I don't have anything linked here, so it's not showing any of the comments or anything like that, but it'll have it all broken out into different comments that you can read and reply to. Let me jump into account and show you exactly what this looks like live. So you can see most of this is blurred out, but right here at the top, you have all messages, you have all your Messenger messages, you have your Instagram messages, your WhatsApp, your Facebook comments, and your Instagram comments. So this allows you to just go into your Facebook comments and see all of the comments on your Facebook account and reply to anyone that you're wanting to, which makes it really, really easy and really nice to keep it all in one place. Now, another common tab to use is when you come over here to the 3 little lines is the Ads Manager. If you click on this, this will take you to your Ads Manager account where you can actually start creating ads inside of here. If for whatever reason you see something like this, make sure that you are in the right account and you can drop down and go to the right account or the right ad account. Make sure it's the name of the one that you just created here. But this is what it will look like when you go into an account that is actually live. You can see these are ones that are actually getting results and seeing really good return on ad spend here. Everything else is blurred out, I know, but if you want to actually now start running ads for your ad account and start getting results like this, be sure to check out this video right here to learn how to start running your first Facebook ad.